Having children is a beautiful thing. Having a loving mother is a beautiful thing. But you know what doesn't fit in this here topic? Changing this word to this word! Now let me give some credit here. I didn't find this webtoon on my own. I saw it on my recommended where a YouTuber named Genstar was ripping into it, so credit to Genstar. However, I'm just gonna... yoink! Now here's what I know about the webtoon. A woman is given a big egg, and out comes a handsome man who is also the prime definition of a man-child. And this makes her infatuated with him. I'm hoping I'm wrong, I really do, but the only way I'll truly find out is by reading it. But before I continue with this video, oh, you thought the last video was a one-time thing, huh? Well, get ready because it's ad time. Please tell me Santa got it for me. Come on, come on. Yeah! Finally! A brand new gaming computer to do gaming on! I'll play it right now, but first, I'm gonna go out of the room for an unprecedented reason. Alright, let's get started. You're wondering where your gaming computer went, right? Don't worry, I got rid of that piece of trash for you.
You what?
Shh. Like I said, don't worry, because I got you something infinitely better. A phone!
I have one already!
Yeah, but not one with a mobile game that is free to play on both iOS and Android with graphics that rival console and PC. Alright, that calms me down a little bit, but is there anything else that this game has to offer? Glad you asked, because there's plenty more. Raid has a variety of champions to choose from, and to fit with the season of winter, there's the physical embodiment of the Christmas spirit. He's got all these cool abilities, but just look at that beard. Irresistible. Then we got the man whose name I won't even bother to pronounce. His main ability is making enemies weaker, but dog, you know you want him. They've also added a Cursed City update, where it's essentially a pit of trials with 100 stages, and potentially even getting jumped by 2 bosses at the same time. Of course, there's plenty of rewards to gain along the way, so make sure to play as soon as possible to not miss out. And would you look at that, Homeboy's already grinding on the game, so what are you waiting for? If you join through my link in the description, or use my QR code, then you can gain a bunch of bonuses like energy refills, XP boosts, and most excitingly of all, the epic champion, Drake. And once you do join, make sure to join my clan, the USC. We're gonna take over everything, raid included. So use the link in the description or my QR code, join my clan, and play Raid Shadow Legends today. Ad terminado. Alright, so you guys know the deal. 10 episodes, let's get into it. We start off the webtoon with our main protagonist, Ron, talking about the stereotypical high school life, and then saying it's all hogwash as she finds out her crush, Ulfie. I seriously don't know what's worse, being named Ulfie, naming your kid Ulfie, or being in love with a guy named Ulfie. No, hang on, I got this. You're in the middle of the battlefield, and then you get shot down. And the last thing you hear before dying is the enemies cheering the guy who shot you down, chanting, Ulfie! 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 Ulfie has just gotten... Ulfie has just gotten a girlfriend, and Ron is talking about all the time that they spent with each other, implying that he played with her feelings. Quite tragic, Ron. Truly a feeling a lot of us can relate to. But wait, what if she's exaggerating everything? Blood walked home while listening to music while she was just yapping all along the way. Or better yet, he was saying how he had a crush on a girl while she thought homie was role-playing. She cries at home, thinking how all the years have went down the drain, and then she says this. What do you guys think might happen? Perhaps she gets over him, or a meteor strikes her and egg appears. The egg hatches, and out comes a full-grown man who for some reason thinks she's his mom. She thinks she's just going crazy because of being so sad, and she goes back to bed. Man, what a weird dream sequence. Well, now that that's over, I'm sure she immediately starts to improve herself next episode. He's still here. Freaking course he's still here. She's understandably freaking out, questioning how and why this is happening. Then she touches the egg, which conveniently explains the why, just not the how. Oh, eggnoid? Oh, just like the name of the webtoon, and the guy came out of an egg? I get it now. She's panicking over the new gargantuan responsibility that was just dumped onto her, but unfortunately, that just wakes the man-child. She's thinking about what to do about his clothes, since he's got none, and then Ulfie walks by her house. She then decides she'll go out with man-child to get her mind off of Ulfie, which is confusing. He's mentally a child, dog. I'm not sure if you want to go out and have fun with him. Also, you're his mom, so now you gotta raise him. Wait, you're his mom! Don't go out with your child! She then finds her dad's clothes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, her parents are dead. Big surprise, the guy who was just brought into existence a couple hours ago doesn't know how to put on clothes, so she's forced to help him. Since he doesn't have a name, she brainstorms some name ideas. Yeah! She can't think of a name, so she ends up going with Eggy. There's worse names out there. She ends up going out with Eggy. Literally going out. I would hope not the romantic one. Oh no, don't catch a feel, girl. Look, he's a freaking kid. There's nothing to be infatuated by. She ends up apparently buying a bunch of things for Eggy, which makes me wonder, were her parents absolutely loaded? No way she's willing to spend this much without having a sizable amount of money. Wait a second. Now I wonder, how did her parents really die? Eventually, she decides to buy some underwear for him, since Eggy has apparently been commando this entire time. However, when she turns around to find him, he's gone. Dang, he's already grown up. Now he wants to be independent. Unfortunately for him, this world don't take too kindly to people born out of eggs. Ron tries desperately to find Eggy, ending up at some library author book signing thingy. She ends up actually getting someone to tell her where he went, and as she goes over to him, she runs into Ulfie and his girlfriend. Oh no. Oh no. I have a feeling what happened to her parents is gonna repeat itself. His girlfriend Grace asks her if she's there to hang out. However, Ulfie just goes, "Come on, babe, let's just get out of here." Ron then tries to clear everything up, saying she doesn't want to ruin his relationship, but asking why he's avoiding her. Wait, hold on. Didn't he just get a girlfriend the day before? Is Ulfie some kind of drug she needs to live or else her lungs freaking explode? Ulfie, for some reason, is cruel with his response, telling her maybe he doesn't want to be friends with her anymore. I see where this is going, but let me just read a bit further and yep, this was all a ploy to get her to realize he likes her. What's with high schoolers and making the most abysmal life choices?
How should I make women love me? Aha! Fake date other women and make other women big sad. She moved on from me!
Ron is explaining her entire history with Ulfie, which is basically they've been together forever, but not romantically. So she's wondering why he hates her for no reason, but no time to think about that, you got a kid to raise. He offers her the balloon to cheer her calls her mom one too many times, she yells at him, overlooking he has the mind of a toddler. She calms down, realizing her mistake, but Eggy goes for da hug. This actually cheers her up, and wholesome moment. Hey, that's your kid. You gotta stay there for as long as possible, otherwise the temper tantrum will be mad tragic. While Ron still isn't completely used to Eggy, she's still trying to raise him regardless. She then says her dad was an architect that built the house. But being an architect isn't all you need to build a house, especially one of this size and quality. So this implies her dad is an architect, carpenter, construction worker, plumber, landscaper, electrician, roofer, and probably a couple other jobs I'm forgetting. Wait a second. Rich? Multiple jobs? Oh dear, Neptune. It seems like Eggy is a prodigy, learning things incredibly fast. Inevitably, she has to go back to school, and as she's trying to leave, he tells her not to go. Wait a second. Oh no, he's not a man-child at all! He's a spy who's trying to get revenge for her parents' death, and now he's got a chokehold on her! Everyone place your bets on if the super spy or the freak human will win! Eggy begs her to stay, but Ron knows if she doesn't leave him alone, he'll never adapt to being without her. Eventually, he accepts this reality and lets Ron go, with Ron telling her the basic stuff like don't open the door for anyone except her. But what if he opened the door for someone that looked like her, but not quite her? As she's in school, she realizes how lonely she is without Ulfi, seeing as how they were lifelong friends. Ulfi gets confronted by Grace, essentially telling him this is stupid, but Ulfi keeps on talking about this method or whatever. So maybe it isn't so simple as a way to get her to like him. In that case, what I'm thinking is a Mexican drug lord's son is in love with Ron, and threatened Ulfi to stay away from Ron, otherwise they'll both die. It may seem like he's being cruel to Ron, but he's saving both of their lives right now. Ron rushes home to the only person she can count on, only to discover the house is a mess. Hey, look at that! It turns out the Skinwalker did end up coming to her house. It just so happened it encountered a freak of nature in Eggy. Ron asks Eggy why the house became such a mess, and Eggy shows her why, as he made a huge hanging origami art. He also got hurt, which he claims is from falling off a stool, but we all know what happened. She treats his injuries, and as he goes in for the hug, she finally reprimands him for leaving the place as a mess. As they're cleaning up the house, she's thinking about how Eggy is basically still a child, and then she gets the hots for— Stop! I can't finish that sentence. We cut to Ulfi at his crib, and his mom asks him where Ron is since they're friends, thinking they got into a fight. He denies any tension, and it's revealed she was in the care for their family, so Blood better have a super good reason as to why he abandoned her. As Ron and Eggy are going out, Ron checks her balance, only to find out she's borderline broke. Hey, don't wonder why you got no money. Yeah, that's right, live with the consequences of overspending. She considers asking her aunt, the one managing her money, to give her some more, and she's afraid she might send her to live with her grandma, who she clearly has a history with. In the end, she decides to just try and get by until the next allowance. The next day, as she's in school, her teacher assigns a group project to her class, but notices Ron is alone. She tries to encourage Ron to join a group, but Ron goes on about how being in a group is bad, and oh my gosh, just say you're an introvert! Seeing as how Ron is not eating anything, Ulfi feels like he has to do something, but instead of telling her what's up, he just tells her to please eat something. She asks him why he's playing with her feelings, unaware of the red dot on Ulfi's head. If this costs you your life, Ulfi, you were a brave warrior to the end. Alright, only from the first 10 episodes, this webtoon was just confusing. Ron slowly falling in love with something that considers her his mom is wrong on a lot of levels. Then there's this guy who just plays with her feelings, knowing she's lonely and his family is basically watching over her. And then there's him and the Skinwalker. It's just confusing, man. Although, that's definitely because this was just the first 10 episodes. I'm sure everything is completely explained at some point. It has to, considering this thing has 4 seasons! Is Is it even possible? Well, then again, there's the egg lore, but still, over 200 episodes? Look, man, I'm sorry, but unlike Lookism, I am not reading all that. Anyways, writing confusion aside, this story has some nice art, and I kinda like the chibi style that they do sometimes. And, there's gotta be something else I like. Oh wait! Grace hitting Ulfie, big W. Anyways, I'd say that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching this video in its entirety. Remember once more to use my link in the description or my QR code to gain various rewards and play Raid Shadow Legends today. If you guys like this video, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you guys haven't already, then consider joining the channel membership to further support me making these videos. Also, join the Discord server to get a huge helping of nothing. If you guys have any video suggestions or any other webtoons you'd like me to read, then please leave it in the comments section below. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.